wins that they've put together have been against really good opponents. And Jordan Love, he's not the only reason, but he's a big reason why they've been able to win those games, because he's been the best quarterback on the field for the last 3 weeks. And when you watch him, he does seem like he's gotten more and more comfortable with his role as the quarterback and the things that he's being asked to do. And I think Matt LaFleur has gotten more comfortable with the things that Jordan Love likes to do as well. And then in addition, it's a young group offensively. It's the youngest group in all of football on the offensive side of the ball. Young wide receivers, they've all grown together. So it's been nice to see. And I do know that when you're a young team like they are and you put together the wins that they have, this is a fun time of the season for them. And we'll see what they're able to do. They got to take care of business tonight.
Yeah, Packers came into this season wondering if they had the quarterback of the future after Favre, after Aaron Rodgers. The answer may very well be yes. Can't wait to watch Jordan Love and the Packers go to work tonight. You are watching the Progressive Monday Night Kickoff. In that game, and they did a week ago, in that home win over Kansas City. Here's a return by Keyshawn Nixon. He's been good doing just this, and he's only able to make it out to the 25. And that's where Jordan Love will set up shop on this little 3-game winning streak. The numbers have been outstanding over the last 5 games. He and the Packers have gone 4-1. You see the touchdowns to interceptions. 8 touchdowns, no picks over the 3-game win streak.
3 big wins against good football teams, and they had their backs against the wall at 3-6. And with those opponents, you really didn't know what it might look like 3 weeks later. But 3 big wins. Jordan Love, of course, has been a big reason why.
He handled the blitz well against the Chiefs and Steve Spagnuolo, and he is going to have to handle it again here tonight. Here's a little push pass and a nice pickup on first down by Jaden Reed, as around the left side he's able to pick up 5. Here is the offense, coordinated and called by Matt LaFleur. A.J. Dillon at tailback. Aaron Jones, 3rd straight missed game with that knee injury.
Well, and with Aaron Jones being out of the lineup once again tonight, I think we're going to continue to see what we just saw to open up this game with Jaden Reed, getting him the ball. Yes, he's a big part of what they do within the passing game, but he's gotten more opportunities as a runner because of the explosiveness that they've lost not having Aaron Jones on the field.
2nd down and 5, and a handoff to Dillon, trying to fight his way for a first down, and he has it. Brought down by Nunez Roches, and a gain of 7. Wink Martindale, when we talked to him, he coordinates this defense. He said you can't play Green Bay and not think about Aaron Rodgers. You just couldn't blitz him. He'd get rid of it. He'd find the open guy. But he thinks that there will be opportunity tonight against the first-year starter Jordan Love.
Yeah, and it wasn't like Aaron Rodgers kept him from blitzing, because as we know, Wink Martindale is going to blitz no matter who's playing quarterback, but he will be coming after Jordan Love.
Here is the first throw, semi downfield, and he finds his tight end Tucker Kraft, the rookie from South Dakota State, and a gain of 7.
This is a pretty good start right now for Green Bay. I like what Matt LaFleur has done offensively. I've liked him since he came in as the head coach of the Packers, and the way that he's been able to call plays and set things up. They're without Christian Watson tonight, and so they're shorthanded with a big play guy in Watson. But LaFleur, he manages his personnel and puts together a game plan each week that gives these guys a chance to win.
I think it's a little different for LaFleur, too, and we'll talk about that. 2nd down and 3, and we're going to have a false start to make it 2nd and 8.
False start. Offense number 74. 5-yard penalty. 2nd down.
Troy, is it fair to say that even for LaFleur, he's a little bit more in control now about what they do offensively without Aaron Rodgers, who they did what Aaron wanted? That's the way Aaron wants it. That's the way you'd want it with any veteran quarterback like Rodgers. But now it's more on LaFleur trying to mold this young quarterback.
Yeah, I think it was a collaboration in the past between Matt LaFleur and Aaron Rodgers, and as it should be when you've got a veteran Hall of Fame quarterback on your hands. Another penalty. Looks like it's going to go against the Packers once again.
DJ Davidson came across. The question was there a flinch by the center, Josh Myers? Land Clark in your living room 2 straight plays.
Neutral zone infraction. Defense number 98. 5-yard penalty. Second down.
So it's against Davidson, and they get those 5 yards right back. It's like the false start never happened.
There you go. We'll take a look at it right there at the nose. Yeah, good call. So they pick up those 5 yards. But yeah, to go back to your point, Joe, I agree with you that then with Aaron going, of course, to the New York Jets, it allows LaFleur then to kind of put together the offense that he's most familiar with Jordan Love, and then do some of the things that are best suited for him.
Here's a blitz, and the quick throw out to Dobbs is incomplete to bring up 3rd down and 3. There is Matt, who had the 3 straight division titles his first 3 years. And he wants his offense to hurry it up as Adoree Jackson was late getting out there on 3rd down. Incomplete on the throw to Wicks. That'll bring up 4th down, and the offense will check out, and the punt team will check in for Matt LaFleur.
Yeah, and that's one that Jordan Love obviously would want back, because he's got Dontavian Wicks, and corner was soft and got everything that he wanted, just not able to deliver him the football. And I think when you look at what Love has been able to do, here during this win streak, he has been more accurate with the football. Just a missed opportunity there on 3rd down.
Daniel Whelan will punt it away with Gunnar Olszewski coming up. Back for the Giants.
Yeah, and we heard Lisa talking with Saquon Barkley, and he said who wouldn't want to live at home and have their mom cook them a home-cooked meal. But Alexandra DeVito, she hasn't cooked many meals, according to her son, because Tommy said everyone's delivering the meals to the house. I mean, that's a win for everybody.
From the 21, Tommy sets up and fires a rocket out to the left, and it's in and out of the arms of Jalen Hyatt, who's become one of his top targets in the short time he's been a starter. The other thing about it is from the parents' side. I mean, it's one thing from Tommy's side, but what a time in the lives of these 2 people who have their son playing for the hometown team, and they have their son living at home. I got girls that live in New York. I wish they lived at home every day.
Yeah, that's what every parent would say.
Here is a nice carry by Saquon Barkley. He is close to 1st down yardage. Depends on where they put it down, either 3rd and inches or a 1st down, and they've indicated that it's a 1st down.
Well, I would expect to see a heavy dose of Saquon Barkley. That's kind of the game plan, no matter who's playing quarterback. But he is the big play threat, and they haven't had many of those through the course of the season. Barkley has given them that on the ground. The offensive line has had some issues. They've had a number of players that have been injured that they've had to rely on. But Saquon Barkley, even when there hasn't been a lot there, he's been able to get some down, hand it off to Barkley. He comes right back and picks up the 1st.
That extra offensive lineman that checked in is Mark Lewinsky. You saw him motion to the other side of the formation, and Barkley gets ripped to the ground by Devontae Wyatt, who is playing better and better up front for the Green Bay Packers. Here's the offense, quarterbacked by Tommy DeVito. Mike Kafka is the offensive coordinator, Barkley, and then they've got this group of receivers. And Troy, an offensive line, he talked about it in our opening. They've got one stud on the offensive line and left tackle Andrew Thomas, but it's been a revolving door up there, and the sack totals prove it.
Yeah, and Andrew Thomas, he missed 7 games during the season. He's just back now for his 6th game since he missed that time. So they solidify the left tackle position, but they've had 14 different players that have played in the offensive line this year.
Here is a shot for Slayton, and he did not get his hand around, and a flag comes flying at the end. Coverage by Carrington Valentine, and Darius Slayton may have been interfered with.
Pass interference. Defense number 37. 1st down at the spot of the foul.
Well, yeah, I'm joking here, but is that a make good on last week's PI that they didn't call against Kansas City? I don't know, but come right out of the box. Here you've got Carrington Valentine on Slayton, a little bit of a grab there, and they make the call. Now, was that a catchable ball? Was it not a catchable ball? You can make the argument, but nevertheless, they get Valentine for pass interference.
Well, Carrington would say to you, Troy Aikman, I don't know what pass interference you're talking about. I didn't see a flag on the field. There was no pass interference.
Well, he would be right. Mr. Valentine.
That was on Sunday night in their win at home over Kansas City. DeVito out to his right. Got a little room in front of him and out of bounds at midfield. Now 2 plays ago, Barkley's coming in right now, but he hit his head right here.
Yeah, that was when Devontae Wyatt slammed him to the ground.
He checked right out of the game, but 2 plays later he's back in there for a 2nd down and 5.
Well, that's a good thing. Can't imagine if you're Tommy DeVito having to go through this game without Saquon Barkley, because of the reasons that I stated just a little bit earlier. He's a big play threat, and there's not a lot of those.
Right back into Barkley's arms, and it's well played by Green Bay. Up front to make that stop, Isaiah McDuffie, a linebacker who head coach Matt LaFleur really likes. They're without Quay Walker, and McDuffie makes that stop.
They're trying to get Justin Pugh, the left guard, on him, but McDuffie, he beats him. You see, he just sees it right away, and so he hits it. He plays downhill. Now, Quay Walker is not playing tonight, and so we're going to see a lot of Isaiah McDuffie, and that's what he brings. Quay Walker is not as good in run support, but Isaiah McDuffie does an outstanding job on that play, recognizing it and hitting the hole.
3rd down and 8. Packer fans making noise. Here is one out of the reach of Wan'Dale Robinson, and 4th down comes up for the Giants as Daboll just saw his young quarterback miss an open receiver.
Yeah, and you don't see Wan'Dale Robinson get down the field all that much, but he runs a good route. You see as he comes off the line of scrimmage, and he has all kinds of separation, and DeVito just not able to put it on him.
For a moment, the offense stayed out there for the Giants, but now Brian Daboll thinks better of it and sends the punt team out there with a guy who's having a really good season in Jamie Gillen. Jaden Reed, the rookie, waits for it. Is able to break 1 tackle and cross the 15. A flag is down on the far side of the field. His first guy there was Nick McLeod. And an eventful 2-yard return by Jaden Reed. Let's get the call from Land Clark.
During the kick, personal foul, illegal blindside block, receiving team number 36. That penalty will be enforced after this to the goal. 1st down, Green Bay. Timeout.
Let's again see rookie safety Anthony Johnson. I just had John Perry in my ear say, blindside block, Joe. But he's not with us. He's working 2 games tonight. He'll be here if we need him. There's the blindside block that cost the Pack. No score early in Jersey. We've seen him grow. We've seen this offense grow. The receiver room, as we've said already twice, they're without Christian Watson, who is by far, according to Matt LaFleur, the leader of that young receiver group. We see rotation up on the offensive line. They're still figuring some things out, but they're really getting better here in the 2nd half of the season. No score, 2nd possession with A.J. Dillon in the backfield. And he will get it, try to cut back, and he is right into the arms of Micah McFadden. No gain.
You know, and I think that when you hear people talk in that locker room about Jordan Love, it's real as far as their respect for him and their admiration for him. And these guys want to come out and play well for him as well. I mean, they like the way that he's handled himself. He was the backup to Aaron Rodgers for 3 years. He gets his opportunity. Hasn't always been pretty. He certainly has been heavily scrutinized, and as you would expect when you're replacing Aaron Rodgers and the legacy that's at that position for the Packers. But he has gotten more and more comfortable, and he's been playing at a pretty high level the last 3 games.
Here's Dobbs, has to reach out to make that grab before